friends, it's Mary and I'm finally back after my Christmas break. I actually went to Missouri to visit my family there, and while I was there I got the flu. So I had to postpone my flight back to Colorado, and it took me a while to get over it. It really hit me hard. I had a high fever and so on. So I'm all better and I'm ready to share with you a Flipping Friday video today. I have 3 projects that we're going to be doing, and I hope they offer you some inspiration about thrifting, picking up old pieces, and making them new for your own home. Let's get started. Look at this fantastic bench that I found at the Goodwill, and here's the price tag, $14.99. Can you believe that? The bench does open up nicely. I'm gonna have to work on this hinge so that it stays up a little bit better and is safe, because I plan to take this to my church after painting, and you can see it needs some sanding, and doing, just some fix it up kind of work on it. It's going to be used for our congregation to place canned goods and non-perishable items, of course, for the food pantry that we bring these donations to. And it's going to sit in the lobby of our church, because right now all we have is a cardboard box for that purpose. So I wanted to spruce things up a bit with a cute bench. So guys, on the bottom of this bench are these sort of industrial looking little feet. They look like they come from a factory or somewhere. So I'm going to be removing them. I think they just unscrew, and I will put my own little feet on here, the ones that prevent scratching floors. Here I am doing some sanding to remove the scratches on this bench before I begin painting. So yesterday, when I was moving my bench around, I smashed my hand in the lid of the bench and got a hematoma right there where you can see that little sore. And it was swollen, huge. I couldn't believe it. So my daughter kindly came over and did the first coat of the paint onto my bench for me. And as you can see, I'm going to be doing a second coat because there is some streaking, and just as it is with most times, you need a second coat. Now I'm using this Dixie Belle paint. It's called Antebellum Blue, and we put on the first coat, like I said yesterday, but today I'm going to be mixing in a separate cup some of my paint with a little water to water it down a bit for the second coat, as I always do. And go ahead and do this second coat. It'll go on relatively quickly. So let's get started on that. Now, after 2 coats of the chalk paint, we're going to be sealing it in with this Minwax polycrylic, and it is clear ultra flat, which means it will not give a shiny look to my piece, and that's what I'm going for. So let's get started on applying this sealer. I bought this contact paper at the Dollar Tree so that I could place it in the bottom of my bench as, just a little bit of a decorated interior on this for the storage, and there you are. It looks much nicer. Next, I attached this handle that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and it didn't come with its own screws, so I used some from my stash, and then I'm using this acrylic paint to paint them so they look black like the handle. And now it looks fantastic. So here we are in the location where I have placed this bench to be used for outreach food donations. It's looking very nice. And so the donations can go just in here. We just have a few since we just made a delivery. And you can see the liner that I put in the bottom of the bench. This is a three-legged table that I bought for my daughter at a thrift shop. I think I paid, I don't know, $8 for it perhaps. It was very inexpensive. And it is in very good shape, really sturdy, not wobbly at all. It did have some gouges in it, so I've used some wood filler to go ahead and fill in a couple of little spots. But I will be painting it today, and I think you'll really like how it turns out. I'm very excited to get this project done. The first step will be to use this fine grit sandpaper to make a very smooth top surface for painting. Of course, then I will use a damp cloth to wipe back all of the sanding dust and get it nice and clean for painting. I always like to begin by flipping my pieces upside down, and that enables me to get all of these inside parts and make sure I don't miss anything when I am doing the painting. And I also wanted to let you know that I use the Waverly White chalk paint for the base of this piece. It is very nice for adhering to a slick surface, and we'll do 2 coats. I am using this Sherwin-Williams Ovation Plus paint for the top of the table. So this table will be a two-toned sort of design. And I love this paint because it is self-leveling. Of course, when you are painting and you get the entire piece covered, you need to go back and smooth out your paint strokes so you don't have any, sort of odd shaped streaks in your finish. It is just wonderful paint. And here is the finished table at my daughter's house at Christmas time. Now I have this cute little wall cabinet that I found at the Ark for $7. Isn't that amazing? And I wasn't sure what I would do with it when I picked it up, but my daughter saw it and she said, oh, that would look really cute in my laundry room. So today I'm going to begin painting it a sort of dark turquoise color, and we'll talk about that as I get started. So this is the same color that I used on the first project that you saw today, the bench for my church. And I have just enough paint left in the container to do a second project. Here's my painted cabinet after I've done 2 coats, and this dark antebellum blue is looking very good. This is the drawer little space here in case you were wondering. And my next step is to use this Varathane paste finishing wax in the color called Natural. Basically, it's a clear wax. And so we're going to get started with my wax brush. We're going to apply 1 coat and then we're going to buff it up after about 15 minutes or so. So what did we do with the little blue shelf? Well, here I am in my daughter's laundry room. She has some nice storage right here with these cabinets. And then over here, she had the tiniest little window, was almost inoperable, right on the wall where you see the blue shelf now. And so we used that shelf to cover it because it was actually more of an eyesore than anything else. And she placed a few little things on the shelf, some books, and this little dinosaur that her 5-year-old painted. Isn't that funny? But doesn't it look fantastic here on this wall? It really fills it up and makes it look homey here, right in the laundry room. Thank you all for stopping by. I sure hope you enjoyed the video today, and stay tuned because next week I'm going to be putting up my winter themed home tour. See you then.